The world of conventions is a large one. Well, friends, I'm your host Raghav Khosla from Travel Plus My Showcase magazine and Exhibition Showcase magazine. And today I am in the land of Thailand. I am in the land of Bangkok to cover the 62nd edition of ICCA's annual Congress. Yes, you heard it right. ICCA, which is the International Congress and Convention Association, is a long-standing association that serves the convention and Congress community in earnest manner. And the key theme that is being discussed here is sustainability, skilling, and the important role of technologies in the future. So let us go inside, check out what sessions are going on, talk to the various key stakeholders at this event, and understand from them what's shaping up the world of business tourism industry. Come with me as we discover the 62nd edition of ICCA's annual Congress. This is going to be very exciting. Very fortunate to be with the president of ICCA, Miss Marta Gomez. Thank you, ma'am, for giving us time. What a phenomenal show you and your team have pulled off. Congratulations for that. What have been the highlights of this show? Please, our audiences would like to know that.
Thank you, Raghav. It's great to be here, and thanks for the opportunity to share with the wider community of Exhibition Showcase. We've had an incredible Congress so far. It's actually our biggest in Asia Pacific. We have more than 1,100 members attending, and it's been a really huge amounts of energy in this event.
And how do you see the year 2024 for the business events community?
I think it's looking pretty good. I mean, we've had a great comeback in events, live events in 2023. Of course, there's still uncertainties and things going on in the world, which are often can be in certain regions a difficulty for the business events industry. But in general, I think that there's been a real comeback in the sense that we've seen the value after COVID about how when we bring people together, we create great economic impact, social impact, and we solve the world's problems together.
Finally, Marta, any final message you would like to share with our audiences? Anything like you would like to address to them?
Again, the theme of this year's Congress is it starts with us, it starts with you, and it starts now.
With the CEO of ICCA, Mr. Senthil Gopinath, we'd like to understand from you what are the key takeaways from this edition. I know it's one of the biggest editions of ICCA Global Congresses.
Thank you, Raghav, for having me. I think for us, it's about bringing the global community together. Particularly in this Congress, what we looked at is what are the global issues, how business events industry can contribute, whether it's sustainability, the growth plans, the legacy, and then the diversity and inclusion part. So if the entire content, when we put together, we were very conscious about that. And we also look at diversification around the region. I mean, looking at Asia Pacific, India, whether we look at China, whether we look at Australia, New Zealand. So we carefully planned everything so that every member, whether it's you are a newcomer or you are in the industry for over 10, 15, 20 years, you all get the knowledge and you benefit and of course contribute back to the industry.
And some of the upcoming trends which you see are going to make an impact.
I think the skilling part is extensively developed. Many governments have started investing. They all waited for a bit too longer, but now after the crisis, they all realize we need to. So we go across the world. I mean, we have almost 80 skill centers across the world. That's all run by the government. They all are investing. And ICCA has taken the ICCA skill program there so that the local community can be skilled, and then we keep developing. From other part of the question was about more getting it from skill development. They're all looking at on a long term. So we have gone. That's what you would have seen ICCA's commitment formulating the academic community is to go to the university level and bring that business event knowledge there, so that all those individuals who are coming out to the industry.
Any message you'd like to share with the industry at large?
Yeah. I think our industry has to really showcase what we are best at. We are contributors to the GDP. We are part of the global economy. So each one of us in what we do have to create that voice. Advocacy is not related to ICCA or any other organization. It's related to all of us. So the policymakers will understand how important we are. And as an industry, they need to they will contribute more and more so we can grow. So keep singing that song over and over again.
I have with me Ms. Anju Gomes, the Regional Director of Middle East. Thanks, Anju, for giving us time. and what a fabulous show your team has pulled off here. Tell us
Thank
something
you.
about this 62nd edition. What are going to be the key highlights for the 4 days?
Thank you very much, Raghav, and the exhibition showcase team here, who has come all the way from Mumbai, the regional Middle East partner that you have become recently. So, in Bangkok, we have multiple new editions, or rather, you can say, new content that we are going to share. One of them is sharing hubs, which is sharing information, sharing challenges, sharing solutions, but within the members themselves. We have over 1,100 participants who are participating in this Congress, and it is probably the first after the COVID where we have the full participation in first year city. So we are very excited about the next 4 days and what is going to be unveiled in the sharing hubs, and with the new concept that we are having of having keynote sessions with the leaders of this industry to share their vision and participate more into hot topics. And of course, the theme of this Congress is sustainability, where we are trying to measure of all the elements that we are, causing due to the travel as well as accommodation, and how do we give back to the environment. So there is a big measurement happening at the event of what is the carbon footprint to go towards the net zero. And I'm glad that we are all in this vibrant city, which is, very hospitable to all of us. And we are looking forward to the next 4 days with 1,100 people collaborating, doing more partnership, and sharing
Share
more
with us
content.
your little bit of background and what is your role in the organization and about your large venue.
Okay, Roger, first of all, always great to see you guys here, and thanks for your support for so many years. Well, luckily in SNIEC in Shanghai, after the COVID, we were taken away by government as a hospital. That was last year. But luckily, the government decided to forget about COVID, and we reopened since March. And since then, Raghav, I tell you, the market is almost crazy, almost as good as 2019. So we are really on an upstream. I don't want to say booming, but we're getting better. Yeah.
And how has been your experience so far? What is your message for the ICCA community? Did you like the event?
Well, the ICA, again, the event industry is different from the trade shows, but I think the ICA industry is more on really face to face, smaller groups, special groups, medical, pharmaceutical, you name it. And I think we are almost in the same industry, trade shows and MICE events. So ICA, again, as I said before, is for me the next upcoming industry I, as a trade show, should go to. And if I talk to these people, my friends here, the ICA industry in itself already is very successful. So I'm very optimistic. Keep going. The show must go
Dr.
on.
Edward, for giving us time. And sustainability is the key topic which is being discussed world over in global forums. What is your take on it, and how do you feel are the actionable priorities for the business events community in this regard?
Yeah, well, firstly, I'm so happy that ICA is now in Asia, in Bangkok. But even happier and proud that the very first topic we talked about was on sustainability. And we're not just talking about it, we're actually taking concrete action. Earlier on, the very first session today, people came together, a lot of people came together, and everyone wants to do something about sustainability. So going forward, I think what we need is more framing of the issues, deciding the more important things to do, and importantly for everyone to just get started, do something. I think we have all talked about it enough. We need to do more, and everyone can do their part.
Absolutely. And what are your comments about the 2024 year that is about to begin? What do you feel would be the upcoming trends, and how do you foresee the year for ahead?
Right. 2024, at least for us, I think in the region, events are coming back. We do expect events and travel in 2024 to be back to 21.9 levels, roughly. The same issues with regards to manpower cost, and sometimes some destinations are doing very well. Hotels are quite full, venues doing great business. So I think 2024 is a year where we really need to take a harder look and real action on sustainability as well. All that we've been talking about.
And I have with me a veteran, a very dynamic industry leader. Thank you, sir, for giving us time. Please introduce us to yourself and your role for the business events community.
Sure. Thank you so much for having me this morning. It's really great to be at this amazing congress. My name is Mubarak Al-Shamsi. I'm the director of Abu Dhabi Convention and Exhibition Bureau, which is a unit within the Department of Culture and Tourism Abu Dhabi. We are overseeing the MICE industry within the Abu Dhabi government.
International congresses like ICCA, a lot of people from 80 countries have come here from the business community. How do you see the relevance of congress like ICCA in Bangkok?
Of course, I mean, such congresses, specifically ICCA Congress itself, it brings the industry, all the industry that we are speaking to in one place. So we have a great opportunity to network, to see the latest trends, to share knowledge, to adapt to new practices from around the world. Our industry today, it's like a family. Think of it as a big family. We work together, we flourish together. Collaborative work, when I reflected into unity, collaborative work is a really important element of our industry. Without the collaborative work among all ourselves as an industry, together we cannot flourish. Having and understanding the best practices from around the world, having the international associations in one place, the meeting planners, the MICE industry leaders speaking about the latest trends, where the industry is going. All this is a very rich soil for us to adapt to and to understand. And it's important to all our industry partners around the world.
Introduce us to yourself and to your organization.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm Sheriff Karamat, President and CEO of PCMA and SEMA. And I'm first and foremost, thank you for having me. I'm delighted to be here. PCMA is an organization of 8,000 members around the world and 100,000 as our larger community around the world. Our members plan about 3 million meetings annually around the world. And overall, the business events industry spends $1.2 trillion a year. That's trillion US dollars. So if that was a country, it would be the 13th largest country in the world by GDP. So you can just imagine how powerful and impactful our industry plays in economic development and social development around the world.
And how about skilling and upskilling to battle these very important issues of sustainability and AI?
Yeah, so that is an excellent question. So when COVID happened, one of the challenges with COVID, beyond the many challenges, was the fact that many people were looking for work elsewhere, and many people left the business events industry. So first and foremost, getting young people attracted to the business events industry, understanding what it's doing, is one challenge. The second challenge is that how do we bringing new people in? They don't understand the industry. They don't have the skills about the industry. So they certainly are. That is a huge factor. It's a huge challenge. I think it's one that we can overcome. But we've got to talk about the exciting opportunities of our industry, the fact that wages can be very good and it can be a very rewarding career, and make our industry more attractive to especially young people who might think that they want to be in the medical field, they want to be in the technology field. The business events industry is extremely attractive.
Community. Mr. Ray Bloom, the chairman of IMEX, the legendary show IMEX. Everybody knows about you, but for the sake of our audiences, please give us a brief background about IMEX. When did you start this journey and how has it evolved over the years?
Thank you. It's very good to meet you as well. Well, we started with IMEX. The first show took place in 2003. It's held annually in Frankfurt. Normally it's held every May. It's the largest show of its type in Europe. We have participating exhibitors from way over 150 countries and a huge hosted buyer program. But alongside that, of course, we then created IMEX America. IMEX America takes place in Las Vegas every year. The normal month for it is October. We held it only 4 weeks ago, so we haven't had very much time. We've been back to England since then, and then several members of my colleagues and myself have come here to ICCA. We're delighted to be here in Bangkok for this fantastic event, ICCA, where there are so many members of ICCA who participate in both our shows. So we see friends everywhere. It's great to be able to speak to you today with Mice India. We know that the Indian market is defending rapidly with the development of the new convention centres. We know that potentially it's a huge market. We already work with India for many years and looking forward to doing so in the future. We welcome you to IMEX Frankfurt and IMEX America in 24.
Final message to the industry.
Yes, my final message to the industry is we'll continue to try to improve, and particularly we want to continue to work closely with India. We see it as a evolving, developing market, which we want to work with very
I have
closely.
with me a fellow gentleman who is a very dynamic leader in his region. Thank you, sir, for giving us time.
My pleasure.
And please introduce us to yourself and to your organization.
Yes, thank you. My name is Glenn Duncan. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer and Executive Vice President at Ottawa Tourism, the capital city of Canada, so Ottawa, Canada, and also a proud board member of ICCA. I was telling somebody earlier that we couldn't be more warmly welcome than we have been in Bangkok. And again, as a proud board of director or director of the board for ICCA, this has been an amazing experience. The 62nd Congress to me has now felt like a really true ICCA Congress, and it's been a long way back till we've had these kind of numbers and this kind of experience. So I really believe the family is back, and we're looking forward to bigger and better things. Abu Dhabi's got a tough hill to climb to top this one, but I'm sure they'll be up for the
Thank you for
task.
giving us time, and please introduce us to your role and your organization.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Dr. Debbie Christensen, and I'm the General Manager of Exhibition World Bahrain. Exhibition World Bahrain is the newest and largest exhibition and convention centre that's opened in the Middle East. We're just about to celebrate our 1-year anniversary.
Cool. And we are here at the ICCA Congress. How do you see the relevance of these events which brings together the industry? What are your takeaways?
Okay, so we're a very proud member of ICCA. It's very relevant for us. It's so important to be part of this organisation, not just to come and network and meet with peers, but for educational purposes, knowledge sharing, looking at challenges within our industry, how we face those together. But it's really, I think when you're a part of an association, it's important to be present. It's not about just being a member. You have to be present and in the moment. And this gives us that opportunity. Today's been fantastic, really fantastic.
Please introduce us to yourself.
So my name is Saeed Chamfri. I'm the CEO of Oman Convention and Exhibition Center.
Okay. And so we are here at the ICCA Congress, and a lot of trends are coming up in the industry. What trends do you foresee for the year 2024?
We're looking at the digitalization, sustainability, diversity and inclusion. Those are the main topics that we're looking for and looking forward to discuss and then also explore within this Congress.
And at this ICCA Congress, what are you looking up to? I know today is the day one.
Yeah.
What are your takeaways that you would like to take from this mega industry event?
Well, it's always important to be at a Congress like this because we like to network, see our friends and colleagues and network with them and explore with them the new areas and new trends that's happening in the industry. I think we're looking forward to have a lot of discussion about sustainability as we are part of the zero carbon and also creating a better environment and better place for all of us. We're also looking forward to discuss and explore digitalization and technology and impact of technology in the coming future of the industry. And part of it also we look forward to exchange businesses, exchange knowledge, looking at what is happening in different countries, and then also explore how can we network and become a better business together.
And I have with me a fellow gentleman who is traveling all the way to Bangkok, and we are going to understand from him the key takeaways from this Congress. Thank you for giving us time, sir. And please introduce us to yourself and your role.
Sure, thank you very much. My name is Dr. Nasser Qaidi. I am the Chief Executive of the Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority.
Wonderful. We are here at the ICCA Congress. What is your message? What are your key takeaways from this Congress? Do you feel it is a relevant event?
Of course, the ICCA Congress is very important to not only showcase the latest developments that are happening in the industry, but also an opportunity for the different projects that are happening across the region and the globe to collaborate, to encourage our connectivity. We've already had a lot of important agreements and announcements which we have made during this event, which is designed to share resources and facilities to promote assets in the Gulf in particular, but across the different markets in the region as well. We have a lot of opportunities. We need to promote them. The ICCA events represent an important platform to showcase what is happening and how we can position Bahrain globally within the developments that are happening in this important industry.
Please introduce us to yourself and your role.
first, thank you for having me. I'm Karina Lance and I'm the Associate Vice President of Dubai Business Events within the Department of Economy and Tourism of Dubai.
We are here at the ICCA Congress. How do you see the relevance of this event? What kind of opportunities does it provide to the stakeholders?
So the ICCA Congress and ICCA in general, he is a very long-standing partner of ours. Yesterday we just celebrated a 20th membership within ICCA, so you can see the testament that it's important for us. ICCA Congress is the annual event where not only suppliers and associations gather. In 2018, when we hosted the ICCA Congress in Dubai, that was the first year that we actually included associations as part of the Congress. And since then, it has grown exponentially. So I think this year there are about 70 associations that are attending. So it's a good way for us to not only network with our peers, share best practices, but also reconnect with associations for which we either already hosted a Congress or we're in the process of bidding for their Congress.
Introduce us to yourself.
Hi, Khalid Al Zajjali from Oman Convention Bureau, Sultanate of Oman.
Beautiful place. Tell us a bit about Oman and what is your message to the industry?
I'm great that the Congress back to the region after it was held in Dubai in 2019. I think it's a good step. When any events will be held in the region, it's help all the region. I think to have events in Abu Dhabi, that definitely will add a value, add benefits to Oman. There is a lot of collaboration happening. From couple of months already, we collaborate and work with our colleagues from Abu Dhabi Tourism and Abu Dhabi Convention Bureau about this, and not them only, or all the members in the Middle East. I think there will be a very memorable events. It's will be something. I'm inviting everyone to attend the events and also to enjoy to do a pre or post in Oman, to experience Oman from the convention point of view. There is a lot of instructions, facilities. There is a lot of happening in that sector.
Please introduce us to yourself and your organization.
Hi, my name is Vimal Gangadin. So I'm the CEO of Give Me, and I'm also a board member of PCMA and SACIOS in Singapore.
Okay. How do you see the relevance of an event like this?
Look, people keep on saying it. So live events, in-person events, it's great, right? So it's bringing the whole industry together. So and here also a great opportunity to learn, to collaborate as well with people. So I think ICCA Congress is doing very good here.
A booth of go-around events. This looks like a great concept. And I have with me the key man. Hi, please introduce us to yourself.
Thank you so much. Actually, we are based in Saudi Arabia. We are go-around event planners. Actually, we are a startup and we have a lot of experience because we have a big company that is an umbrella for us. So actually, we found there is a gap in the industry.
We are here at the ICCA Congress. What is your kind of feedback about this event?
Actually, this is for our first time internationally. When we arrived here, I found ICCA or the Congress is the good contribution in the industry. So I found in a lot of networking and connection with other people around the world. But as you know, the next ICCA Congress is going to be in Middle East. So this is our region. So we want to show them what we have in our country and our region. Actually, I'm really interested to be a part of the Congress in Middle East, and I have talked with the people already.
My name is Amjad Shakir. I'm the acting CEO of the Saudi Conventions and Exhibitions General Authority. We are the government entity responsible for the MICE industry, and our job is to enhance the regulation, the bylaws, and the infrastructure of the MICE industry in Saudi Arabia.
The ICCA Congress. So, any highlights that you would like to share? What are your expectations from this event?
I've attended several ICCA events. However, this is my first ICCA Congress, and I'm really happy I made it to Bangkok. I benefited a lot from being here. The networking is incredible. It is absolutely priceless to be across the table from so many incredible minds with wonderful experiences from all over the world, to learn from them, to share experiences, and to foster collaboration.
So please introduce us to yourself, your organization, and your role.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. That's very, very nice. I love the term veteran. That's a very nice way of putting the fact that I've been around a long time. And my name is Patrick Delaney, and my role my role in this in as I'm a volunteer, a really committed volunteer to ICCA, because I think ICCA is an amazing organization, and I run the Best Marketing Awards, and that's an award which we give to our member who shows the most creative, most measurable, most impactful marketing campaign in the previous year. And it's always a session which is really, really well attended. And this year we're going to announce it. I can't tell you yet, even how important you are. The winner will be announced tomorrow.
ICCA Congress. How do you perceive this event? What is the relevance of this event in your eyes?
I think the relevance of the event is on a number of levels. First of all, it's the coming together of the top professionals in the meetings industry with a focus on association meetings. When people gather, magic happens because there's an exchange of knowledge. And in today's world, the most important ingredient in your success is your ability to be current, to have knowledge, to have data. That's the new gold. And if you look around this room, you have fantastic sessions from the main stages, but more importantly, you'll see small clusters of people gathering, exchanging, asking questions, sharing knowledge. You cannot buy that because we all have a common focus. So I think that is the wonderful thing about this meeting. And of course, we're in wonderful Bangkok, which is a great destination. So we get the best of both worlds.
Introduce us to yourself and to your organization.
Thank you, Raghav. I'm Thando Bushem Kudwa from the city of Johannesburg in South Africa. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for the Johannesburg Tourism Company. Johannesburg Tourism Company is a destination management organization for Johannesburg, which is actually responsible, I beg on that, for destination marketing, business tourism, visitor services, tourism investments, tourism planning, tourism development, tourism institutional framework, together, last but not the least, with research, policy and strategy.
Here at the ICCA Congress, what is your feedback? What are your comments about the relevance of this event?
We've talked about the fact that we need to harmonize frameworks to coordinate business within business events and introduce instruments of measurements to evaluate impact we're making, impact on the basis of creating jobs, impact on the basis of creating further business opportunities, and impact looking at the macro economic environment in stimulating economic growth, as you would concur with me, that there is only two market drivers that are driving the activity within the tourism sector, which is the market and the price. So if then there is that universal harmonization of the frameworks, clearly there's going to be uniformity in incentives that will offer thereby become equally competitive with commitments such as subventions and bid host commitment fees. Another critical component was the emphasis on importance of partnerships.